Ladies and gentlemen, heart flames of living truth, in the flame of the will of God, I am Morya, teacher of the messengers and tutor of your souls. If you would invite me to receive that path of the diamond heart of God's will in Mary's name. I come to this city to contact those disciples of the Lord Christ who have shown an extraordinary devotion to the will of God and have so translated that devotion into good works and piety. Know this, O beloved, that angels of the keeper of the scrolls do write in a beautiful handwriting even the devotions of your heart, the secret thoughts and musings, and the deep desiring of your souls to serve the world good and holy purpose. Therefore I speak to you regarding that discipleship offered by the Lord Jesus in this hour. We, the Lords of the Seven Rays, do assist you to that end and welcome you to our universities of the Spirit, even our retreats. We are glad, in a holy gladness, when you come to our doors. We receive each of us 10,000 students each night. Our angels go forth to escort these students to the etheric octave, and I count any number of you in this room as those who have already been to my retreat in Darjeeling. All is not lost, but we must in this hour compress into short time those activities most productive to the staying of the hand of darkness in the earth. Blessed hearts, understand that the dark night of the soul, which is the hour of the soul's darkest of karma, and the dark night of the spirit, which is the hour of the eclipse of the I Am presence that comes to each one, that the light invoked below might be a light to lighten his way. These initiations, beloved, do come to all who enter reunion with God. They bypass no one, beloved. Therefore understand that earth herself may go through this tribulation. The question being, therefore, will the light bearers and those who know Christ as being a part of themselves truly make the effort in this hour to raise up a light not only for their own survival, but for that of the many? The question of free will then must be addressed, for many see a bright future and predict it, and do not understand that they themselves must be the fulfillment and the instruments of their own prediction, that invisible hands do not merely appear to rearrange the planet with a roseate dawn and a path through the mountains where you go hand in hand into the sunset. These are beautiful dreams, beloved, but take care that that red sun in the sky is not a nuclear blast. Understand, beloved, that this Holocaust, which is projected exactly as the Blessed Mother has said, by the agents of Satan and erring individuals, could well occur unless those who have the light, the will, the ability, and where do we find that but in America? shall raise up a defense not only for this nation, but for the entire planet. Saint Germain has given from the cave of symbols a technology for the keeping of the peace and not for war. Yet the diligence has been wanting, and therefore in this nation that which was given to the light bearers has been transferred to the seed of the wicked, who have plotted a course of destructivity beyond imagination. Therefore I commend you to the path in which you are engaged, to the call that you have already answered, to implement it by letting the light in you become a voice that is heard all the way to the Oval Office and the Houses of Congress. Let it be heard, beloved, for your voice is also recorded by angels, and therefore the karma of protest is a positive karma and does accrue to your life stream as that which you determine to do and to be in the face of all odds, and those national policies that, though considered to lead to peace, shall surely lead to war. The instability of the economy is the sign, even the sign of the opening of the way for the enemy to take advantage by war or other means. Know always, beloved, that we who are the lords of the seven rays do manifest instantly at your side when you make the call to us in the name of God. We say to know you is to love you, as we know your hearts afire. We trust that you will also say of us, to know you is to love you, and therefore we invite you to get to know us in these writings set forth by our direction and by the love of the messengers and their staff. We invite you to our retreats once again. May you make the call and receive the ministrations of Chamuel's band, sending angels of love to your side, who will protect you by the ruby ray, even as Archangel Michael's legions are engaged in the binding of evil forces, unknown to you and yet which are affecting your lives daily and mightily. In the name of the living Word, we come for communion, and our angels, angel devas of the diamond heart of God's will, attend you in this hour, and they are fashioning as a basket weave a diamond heart to seal your heart. It is our love of the will of God in you and in all past service of all previous lifetimes that gives to the ascended hosts such unmitigated devotion as we come to stand at your side. Know then, beloved, that unless you make the call, we are not allowed by cosmic law to intercede or to interfere in your lives. This law, you must understand, is binding upon all those who dwell in the spirit cosmos or even in the etheric octave. What happens on this earth then is purely and squarely on your shoulders and in your hands, in your free will, and in your determination to unite on this one point, that you have a right to a spiritual defense of angels and archangels and the light descending, and you also have a divine inheritance that guarantees to you the right to a physical defense. Inasmuch as you are in charge of the physical earth as the platform of your evolution, you then must see to it that the defense of freedom at every hand, in every chakra, for every soul and child, and for the boundaries of the nations and the states, are indeed intact. Therefore know that Archangel Michael has never been more at the side of all those in the earth who cherish that flame and have determined to keep the flame of life and to defend the integrity of the individual and his reunion with God. Know then, beloved, that at this moment, given 50 years, Saint Germain and the hosts of light could so awaken a planet as to move it in peace and without a tremble into the great golden age of Aquarius. That is the divine plan for this era. But fallen ones have for centuries busied themselves to deny that fruit of victory to all saints and light bearers. Thus, beloved, you are victims and have been victimized. But once you know the truth, know then that knowledge is not only power, but it is responsibility. And the responsibility is upon you. It is indeed incumbent upon you that you let your voice be heard and your vote count for those strategies so necessary for the keeping of the flame of peace, of the Prince of Peace who said, I came not to send peace, but a sword. This sword, nevertheless, is a sword of peace, a deflecting sword that does turn back unto itself all hate and hate creation turned against the light. Understand just how much our hopes from the ascended octave are placed in you. And when you pin your hopes upon angels and ascended masters, you do not do so in vain, so long as you make the call and give the dynamic decree. For we shall not fail you when you bid us enter daily and hourly. A quick call to us will result in a planetary action. The light of God never fails, beloved, and your mighty I Am presence is that light. May you also not fail to make that call. I seal you in the diamond heart of Mary. I am your brother. Call to me and know my love. Thus I release keys that shall unlock in you a light and an integration when you yourself raise your vibration and the fervor of your love to that point that the key may be unlocked for you. I am Morya of the flame of God's will, ever the champion of your right to be.